F27 ignored me, F27, after I dressed up sexy for a party and acted weird. Okay, I feel so dumb for even asking this, but I'm just so confused. We agreed on going out tonight and he went out to get some drinks. Meanwhile, I checked my wardrobe and tried on a very revealing, sexy dress with rhinestones and cutouts that made my boobs look great. I thought it was too much though, but wanted to leave it on and wait for his reaction when he comes back. I dress very casual normally, so I wanted to see his reaction. When he came back, I was in the living room with the dress on. He greeted me, put the things in the kitchen and completely ignored the dress. He just said nothing. I was so confused. He didn't say, "Wow," or "Nice," or even something like, "That's too much." Just nothing. So I asked him if he didn't like it. He just stared at me and said yes. He likes it. Why I needed to hear it from him. If I was that insecure. But nothing more. I felt like a moron somehow. I suddenly had to think of the one and only time I sent him a sexy picture of me very early in the relationship and how he reacted in no way to that pic. He simply ignored it. Left me feeling stupid and pathetic. Don't get it wrong. He normally makes me of compliments under daily circumstances. But when I feel sexy and want to involve him in it, he shows no reaction at all. Our sex is great. I have no doubts that he thinks I'm attractive in any way. Is there something I'm missing here? Is there something I'm missing here? Why don't you ask him? Clear up all your misconceptions right then and there. Anything else we say is just guesswork. We don't know him or your dynamic at all. Have you tried talking to him? We aren't him and we don't know. As a member of the board of males, I have come to give you some advice. Talk to him. Stop guessing. Stop running through scenarios in your head. Just talk to him. Sounds like the two of you aren't good at communicating. If he doesn't like it, he needs to say something. If you want to know why he won't say anything, you need to ask him. My boyfriend can be like that at times. If I dress up, he doesn't necessarily notify it at all unless I ask him to notify it. Then he will awkwardly say, "Yes, it's nice," or something equally tame. However, once I was wearing a military-inspired jogging outwear and he got super excited about that. Said that I look super sexy. Apparently he associated my outwear with stuff that he finds interesting, and that made me look hotter. However, I'm pretty sure that my boyfriend is on the spectrum and has a bit unique perspective on things. Because of that, most of the other men I've dated were really into traditional stuff. E.g., fish stockings, boob dresses, leather boots. Playing devil's advocate here, but when I was younger I had a GF that I found sexy when she wasn't trying. When she tried too hard to be sexy or was clearly aware of it, I found it unsexy. This was wrong of me, obviously. And I've learned through the years to be appreciative of someone putting effort. Just a thought. Seeing your profile history, the answer has become apparent. You're both German, aren't you? He doesn't like it, but he doesn't want to be a controlling boyfriend, so he's not commenting. He's socially supposed to like it but prefers more natural and comfortable looks and doesn't want to offend you, is not comfortable voicing his opinion. Sometimes when I don't know how to respond, I just don't say anything. Maybe he just doesn't know what you want to hear. And instead of just saying something incorrect, he said nothing. It's just a guess based on my personal experience. IDK anything about you too. Sounds like he likes your regular clothes better and must find you sexier in everyday clothes. Well, as a guy, when my GF dresses up in something I don't like, I stay kinda quiet and neutral about it. She sometimes dresses very vintage and old-fashioned, typically wearing clothes our grandmothers would wear. If she asks me if I like it, then I'll give her dry response like, yeah. It's okay, they do actually look nice and elegant. Just not my cup of tea. I let her dress how she wants, but she sometimes likes me to choose what she wears. IDK if your BF doesn't like your outfit, or if he simply doesn't care though, but I would never not say anything if she was dressing in something sexy. I feel like I'm missing something here. I'm normally quite a modest dresser, but if I threw on a sexy dress before an event to get a reaction from my husband, I'd get a positive reaction. At worst he'd say, "That's hot. But are you sure it isn't too spicy for the general public?" Quote, I feel like people are demonizing Op and calling her manipulative. And I'm really not getting it. It sounds like her BF had a very rude reaction. If he was concerned about her wearing an over-the-top dress, he needs to be an adult and state that instead of calling her insecure for wanting a damn baby, you are wearing TF out of that dress. Can someone offer a better explanation? Because emo the comments absolutely railing Op are out of pocket. You're not missing something, you're staring it right in the face. That kind of dismissal is weird. Not sure why, but it's really odd. Guys get it shouted at and are called controlling if they don't like a woman dressing too sexy, so we have learned to just keep our opinion to ourselves and deal with it. It's just the way it is. Turn into the skid. If he reacts like that, you know how he feels. And you can choose to change. The story about the dress could simply be him thinking that's what you're going to wear. Seeing the compliment there, and saving it for a time it would have more impact. Perhaps while he workshops the words. However, the photo shows that this is a pattern of behavior that's seemingly only when you're looking for his attention like that. And that's familiar, so I'm going to tell you a story. In my early teens I dated a girl who just lived for compliments. If she wasn't absolutely worshipped in any reaction to her, then she wasn't happy and would kick up a fuss. I couldn't say, "You look nice," because it has to be several minutes of fawning over how amazing she was, or it didn't count. It was exhausting, and I eventually learned that simply ignoring her stunts made it so she had nothing to get Marty over. Eventually we broke up and I got a new girlfriend. And we had arguments because she thought I wasn't paying attention to her. That was because I'd learned that certain things brought about a bad reaction and naturally ignored them by then. Could there have been someone in his life? An ex? A family member? Etc. Who has taught him that bad things happen when someone is looking for attention? Boy brain versus girl brain. It feels like you're expecting this big reaction like a fellow girlfriend would give. That's unrealistic. This is your boyfriend and he might be happy for you, but it sounds like you chose a particularly lavish dress. I don't know what you wanted from him, but it's almost like you set him up to fail in this situation. Communication is key. When my wife puts on something I like, I tell her. Even from early in the relationship, it's as if he can't read body language. Something feels strangely off, but no one here knows for sure. So ask him straight. I think he noticed right away and was trying to process how to feels about it. The sexy dress. When I don't know what to say, I'm very quiet.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.